Hey y'all, it's TCG Player here. I have another deck profile. It's my WoW deck that I've been playing with. It's actually very well. It's a very good deck. I really like it. Um, it's a Scourge deck, so I'll show y'all what it is. The hero is a Sculty Darksteel. What she does, it doesn't really matter what she does because I don't ever use her flip anyway. But if I remove a Scourge ally from the game, or from my graveyard, if I remove a Scourge ally in my graveyard from the game, target ally is +1, -1. But it's not why she's the hero. The reason why she's the hero is I can use Warlock abilities with Warrior equipment. That's why she's a dual class hero. Next card in the deck is two Lich Kings, because running 4 is retarded for this deck. I only recommend running 2 Master Heroes anyway, unless the deck specifically needs 4. But preferably you're going to run 2. But this is my Master Hero. What he does is at the start of each player's turn, I can get to go to that person's graveyard and grab one of their allies. So it's really good. It's really good, and I kind of combo off with him with another card in this deck. Next is my armors. 4 Guardian's Plate Bracers, aka Prep Armor. Preparation, what it does is on the first turn, on my first turn, I can play it for free. So it's actually really good armor, and I'm going to play it as long as it's in core, which it's about to go out of core, but still I'm going to play this deck for a while. Next is 2 Girdles, the Girdle of Ravenous. The reason the armor, it doesn't prevent that much armor. It costs 5 to play. The reason why it's in the deck is because when I play it, I get to go through my deck, find a weapon, play it if I control less than or equal to the number of resources I control, and I put that much damage on my hero according to its cost. So it's pretty good mid game because I have a whole thing that I force you to quit, and I'm gonna show you all that in a little bit. Next is 2 Bonefist Gauntlets. I can exhaust it to pay 2 less to strike with a weapon. It's a cheap armor. It costs 2 to play. There's a combo. This is also part of the kind of mini, I guess you can call it a mini combo with Girdle and the weapon I pull. Next is Polished Breastplate of Valor. The main reason it's in this deck is so I can stash it and put it on one of my weapons to give it an extra attack, a point of attack. That's the main reason I use it. Next is my weapons. The one that makes people usually quit, Jinrock the Great Apocalypse. The one I usually girdle out and then make it cost less to strike with. It costs 3 to play, or it costs not to play, but 3 to strike with. It deals 3 damage. What it does is it also costs 7 to play. So I do put 7 on my hero to play this card when I girdle it out, but it's worth it because it usually forces the person to quit. When I do damage to an opposing hero with this card, I can blow up any non-hero cards on the field. So I can just completely fuck their field up. I can blow up all their resources. I can hit their allies. I can do a lot of crap with that card. That card forces the game to end. Next is 3 Spinning Fates, another game changer. Costs 1 to play, 1 to strike. When I strike with this weapon, it's also throwing weapons, so at the end of my turn it comes back to my hand. Also have long range. Yeah, sorry, I'm really tired. It's really early. But when I strike with this weapon, my opponent takes the top card of the deck, puts it in his graveyard, and whatever the cost of that card is, how much damage they take from this weapon. It's really, really good. Really good. Next is a Shuriken and Negation. Costs 4 to play. It's another throwing weapon, but what it does is when I play it, I interrupt the target ability. That's the only reason it's in the deck. It's so I can have a little bit of board control. Hailstorm, the main reason it's in this deck, to Death Rattle. It's the only reason it's in this deck, because when it Death Rattles, so for people that don't know what Death Rattle means, when it hits the graveyard from anywhere, the death rattle effect goes off. What the death rattle effect is, my hero deals 1 frost damage across the board, across my opponent's board. It's really good. Then I have 2 Shadowmourns to get rid of big allies I really don't like. That's why it's in the deck. Next is my abilities. First comes the hand destruction portion because it's Warlock abilities. I run a Drain Will. Target player discards a card, I get to draw. So I target my opponent, he discards, I draw. Next is Victimize. Just like Drain Will, except it's 2 cards and I get to draw 2 cards. And I have 3 of them. Next is Suspend Curse for board control. At the start of my turn, I remove the attached card from the game. Next is more board control for ally-wise. My hero deals 3 damage to each hero and ally, including myself. So it's very situational, but it works. So I keep it in the deck. Next is 4 Bloody Rituals. I put 4 on my hero and draw 4 cards. So that's what it does. It's just draw when I have an empty hand. Next is a Summoning Portal. Search out my allies that I have in the deck, which are very few. That's why I need this card. Next is my allies. 1 Stardock, Demon Pet. It's a 1-drop. Has physical resistance and it's a protector and it's a 2/2. Next is kind of a staple for anything Warlock is a Hezriana. She costs 3. When she enters play, she removes a target opposing ally from the game, and I get the printed text on the card. So that's why this card is fucking awesome. Next is 2 Sindragosa's the Frost Queen. She's my big boss of the deck. What she does, at the start of each turn, I remove 5 cards from any graveyard. I remove 5 cards from the game, from any graveyard on the field, and she deals 5 frost damage. And whatever takes the damage cannot attack or protect this turn. She does cost 8, but she's also a 9/9. I summon Portal her out to just get her out. She's just my late game winning condition if the game is dragging out too far. This is a control deck, so it's going to drag out to at least 11th turn so you can get out Lich King. By the way, the Lich King combo is if I have a Hezriana on the field and a Hezriana in my graveyard, it's an infinite Hezriana loop, so I can constantly just get rid of your allies by removing them from the game unless they're World of Forsaken. Next is my locations and quests. I recommend using these because these are some of the best locations and quests in the game. First is 4 Eye of the Storms. You should run it in this deck because it gives you board control really quickly. It knocks out some protectors, shit like that. That's why it's in the deck. It's really easy to use. It's just for board control. Question of Gluttony. The reason why you should have this quest is because it does cost 7 to play, like to complete the quest, but it costs 1 less for every card in hand. So first turn, you play this, complete it for 1, and if you have Prep Armor in hand, you drop Prep Armor for free, so you don't have to discard or anything. Or even on your turn that you draw, it's the same deal, you know. But the turn you draw, you'll be able to play it for free, draw a card, play Prep Armor, blah 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 blah. This card combos off to get you draw power easily. That's the whole point of the deck, or point of this card. Next is Proving Grounds. Cost 2 on your turn only. It costs 2. Flip it, draw a card. It's just for that reason. Last one is a Rare Bean. The reason why this is in the deck is the majority of the deck is rare, so I pay 2, flip it, I choose a rarity. I usually choose rare. And flip the top 3 cards of my deck. I reveal the top 3 cards of my deck. Yeah, top 3 cards of my deck, and I choose one of the rarity that I chose. But that's my deck. It's really fun to play, and if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't played WoW before, get into it. It's really fun. More of the merrier. Also on top of that, I'm gonna have an updated trade binder for my WoW stuff because I have more WoW cards. And this game is really fun. This deck right here has won me. I've gotten second place 4 times with this deck. Because I just recently built it and it's been working really well. So comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what y'all think about the deck. Peace out, y'all.